Today's lesson is on identifying angles. Just like math, you can see angles everywhere and anywhere. Anywhere that you see a corner, there's an angle. Windows, doors, books, tables, and shelves, they all have angles. It's any time two lines come together to form a point, and that's when an angle is created. It helps us tell time, helps us build better streets and cities. So it's very important, and you'll see angles everywhere. So the first step in identifying angles is to understand the parts of an angle. So here is a line. You can see the arrows, meaning that it keeps going on both sides. Here we can see a line segment. So if we were to take the line and just put two dots, that would show a specific line segment. So here, I will label the dots. This will be A, and the second will be B. Now here we can see angles forming, and that's due to the lines intersecting. So I have two lines, lines AB and lines CD. And the other component of an angle, is the vertex. So the vertex is where two lines intersect to make an angle. So let's label this as E. Okay, so when we are identifying an angle, for example, CEA, we would write that as angle CEA, and that would be this angle right here. So now that we know how to identify an angle by the existence of the intersecting lines and the vertex, we'll now get into the types of angles. So the first angle on the left-hand side is a right angle. So this right angle, which I will show here, is a 90-degree angle. This is called a right angle, and it will always be 90 degrees. The next one is an obtuse angle. So an obtuse angle is always over 90 degrees and less than 180 degrees. So it's more than 90, okay? And the last angle is an acute angle, which, as you can tell, is less than 90 degrees. So I've just got here the names of the angles just for your reference. So we've got the right angle, that's 90 degrees, the obtuse angle, that's more than 90 degrees, and an acute angle that is less than 90 degrees. And so the other type of angle is the straight angle. So a straight angle will always be 180 degrees. It's a straight line all the time. So in reference to the other angles, since this is 180 degrees, and for example, this would be 90 degrees. So an obtuse angle would always be greater than 90 degrees and less than 180 degrees. An acute angle will be more than 0 degrees and less than 90 degrees. Another angle is called the complementary angle. So a complementary angle, as you can see in the diagram, is the sum of two acute angles. So this would be an acute angle, and this is an acute angle. So these acute angles will make up the sum of a right angle, which is 90 degrees. So for example, this could be 45 degrees, and this could be 45 degrees. And 45 plus 45 would equal to 90. Similar to the complementary angle is the supplementary angle. So instead of having a sum of 90 degrees like the complementary angle, the supplementary angle is the sum of two angles that equal to 180 degrees, or again, a straight angle. So it could be here an obtuse angle. Let's just pretend that's 120 degrees, okay? And then this angle would be 60 degrees, because 120 plus 60 degrees is equal to 180 degrees. So the last type of angle I wanted to present is the congruent angle. Here we can see that there are two sets of parallel lines. So let's compare angle A, C, and B. So that would be this angle. So the congruent angle of angle ACB would be angle DEC. Not much room, but angle DEC. As you can see, since they're parallel lines, they're the exact same angle, and that makes them congruent angles. So now we're going to take all that we've learned and apply it to this shape. So this is a rectangle that I've divided in multiple triangles. You can see that there's different types of angles present, and the goal is for you to see how many angles there are and what types are present. So let's get into this together. Okay, so first we'll need to see what kinds are present. So we've got one here in the corner, that's a right angle. And we've got two acute angles, that's one triangle. Right here in the middle, we've got an obtuse angle. Then here we've got an acute angle and another acute angle. And so for the last triangle, those are all three acute angles. So now we can see in total, just from each triangle, how many there are. But there's actually more. So for each corner, there is a right angle. One there, and one here. So also, although we've identified all of the angles, we can also classify the angles in the middle here, either this one or this one, as a supplementary angle. Because remember, a supplementary angle is the sum of two angles that equal to 180 degrees. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And 13. 13 angles in total. Great. So here's the final summary of all the angles. You've got the acute angle, which is less than 90 degrees, the right angle, which is 90 degrees, the obtuse angle, which is more than 90 degrees, yet less than 180 degrees, the straight angle, which is 180 degrees, the complementary angle, which is two angles that sum up 90 degrees, and lastly, the supplementary angle, which is the sum of two angles that are 180 degrees together. Hope you've enjoyed this lesson, and I hope you continue to use this information in your geometry learning. Thank you.